What's up guys, it's your boy Kinamaki. Today we're going to talk about a very important topic and I want you guys to pay attention, right? This is really important. Today we're going to talk about why Naruto does not have Sage of Six Paths mode in Boruto or the same Sage of Six Paths mode he had in Naruto Shippuden. They are completely two different Sage of Six Paths mode and I want to explain to you guys what is Sage of Six Paths mode, where it came from, how Naruto got it, and why he no longer has the one he had in Naruto Shippuden. So guys, just please pay attention, please listen, try to hear me out. I know a lot of you guys disagree with this and you guys still think he has the same power he had in Naruto Shippuden, but that's not true, and I really want to explain to you guys why I know that's not true. So yeah, just let's get into this. So first I want to explain to you guys what is Sage of Six Paths chakra so you guys can understand where I'm coming from, and then we can get to how Naruto got the power. Now first, what is Six Paths chakra? Six Paths chakra is the source of these Six Paths powers such as awakening the Rinnegan or Six Paths Senjutsu. There are three ways to obtain Six Paths chakra. One is by mixing the chakra of Indra and Ashura, which is how you unlock the Rinnegan, and the Rinnegan is also a source of Six Paths chakra. So an example of this would be Madara. Another way is by absorbing the chakra of all 9 Biju and Gezumada. For example, Jubito, which is Jubito infused with the chakra of the Ten Tails, and also Madara, who also took in the power of the Ten Tails, thus awakening the body of the Sage of Six Paths. The third way is by possessing the Yin or Yang seal, for example, Hagoromo, Hamura, Naruto, and Sasuke. And some of these are all linked, because you can also say that Sasuke unlocked it by mixing the chakra of Ashura and Indra, because he also did that when Kabuto implanted him with Hashirama cells in order to revive him. And you could also say that Naruto unlocked the Six Paths chakra by absorbing the chakra of the tailed beast, because Naruto also received chakra from all the tailed beasts. The only difference is that Naruto did not receive the Gedomaza because Obito had it. But it's kinda complicated, so that's why I'm here to explain it. One thing I want to get across is that Six Paths chakra is not the same as Hagoromo's base pre-Sage mode chakra, as that's only a part of it. That's why I said that Madara also got Six Paths chakra when he unlocked the Rinnegan, because the Rinnegan is also a part of the Six Paths chakra. When Madara actually absorbed the Ten Tails, which is the Gedomaza infused with the chakra of all 9 Biju, only then did he actually unlock the true power of the Sage of Six Paths. Now according to Hagoromo himself, his chakra does not only consist of Ashura and Indra's chakra, but also that of the Kyuubi. This explains why Hagoromo was not able to manifest in Madara's mind when he awakened the Rinnegan, and also why Sasuke was able to unlock the Tomi Rinnegan but Madara didn't. So to break it down, what this is basically saying is that Sasuke was able to unlock the Tomi Rinnegan because he was able to see Hagoromo. Madara on the other hand was not able to see Hagoromo because he did not have the requirements or the full requirements in order to unlock Hagoromo's chakra, and that requirement he lacked was the chakra from the Kyuubi. And you might ask, how did Sasuke have the chakra from the Kyuubi? That's because Naruto amped Sasuke during the war and gave him the Kyuubi's chakra. So that's why Sasuke was also able to meet Hagoromo due to the small amount of Kyuubi chakra he received from Naruto. And after he got Hashirama cells from Kabuto, the Six Paths chakra mixed with his Kyuubi chakra, thus creating Hagoromo's chakra. And when I say Six Paths chakra, I'm talking about the Six Paths chakra that was created within Sasuke's body after Kabuto revived him using Hashirama's cells, thus mixing Ashura and Indra's DNA, which is one of the ways you can create Six Paths chakra. And on the other hand, we have Naruto, who with just base Six Paths Sage mode had the fox-slitted pupil in his eyes even without the direct link to Kurama. This is because the chakra the Yang seal supplies contains Kyuubi chakra as well, and by Yang seal I mean the Sun seal that Hagoromo gave to Naruto. I want you guys to remember this because we're going to talk about this again when I start to talk about how Naruto lost this power and why he doesn't have it in Boruto, nor does he have it in the last movie. Now to fully understand how Naruto lost his Six Paths chakra, we have to understand how Naruto got it in the first place. Now Naruto first got Six Paths chakra from Obito, who extracted it from Madara himself. Now I don't know if you guys remember this scene, but this is a scene where Obito extracted the Six Paths chakra from Madara. Now I'm going to put this up on the screen for you guys to see it, but if they claim it, I'm going to have to remove it from the video. So this is when Obito extracted the Six Paths chakra along with the Tail Beast chakra from Madara after Madara obtained Six Paths chakra after obtaining all the chakra from all the tail beasts, including the Gedomaza. Obito then transferred all of this chakra, including the other half of the Nine Tails, into Naruto, and this is how Naruto first obtained 6 paths chakra. And if you guys still don't think that Obito took 6 paths chakra from Madara, this is later confirmed by Kakashi himself when he got taken over by Obito, or you could properly say when Obito loaned him his Mangekyo Sharingans. And just to be clear, this was confirmed when Kakashi said, "Just as I thought, gaining 6 paths power enhances one's ocular powers too." And this was in reference to Kakashi's Susanoo and how powerful it was, being able to affect Kaguya. And this was because his Susanoo was enhanced by 6 paths abilities, or 6 paths chakra. Now if you want to bring it back full circle and understand clearly what this means and how this happened, this is because the Sharingans that Kakashi has right now were given to him by Obito, even though Obito has passed on. Now a lot of people call bullshit on this scene, saying that Kakashi should not have been able to get the Mangekyo Sharingan, but I can explain that as well. Now Kakashi getting the dual Mangekyo Sharingans from a dead person it kinda seems like an asshole, right? Now but if you look into the lore of Naruto and what happened prior to this happening, as it relates to Naruto and Sasuke getting powers from Hagoromo, who is also a dead person, you can also understand how Obito was able to pass Kakashi even though he died. Now this was because Obito also had 6 paths chakra, so 6 paths powers gives you a lot of abilities that a normal person does not have. And based on what we're seeing with the Kara members as it relates to Ishiki, and just the Otsutsuki members in general being able to pass on their chakra or their power or just their essence from the land of the dead as it pertains to Momoshiki, placing the Karma Seal on Boruto. This 6 paths chakra itself gives you the ability to interact with people on the plane of the living even though you're dead. So this is pretty understandable, to be honest, and I kinda struggled with it as well until I actually read into it and I kinda pieced things together, okay? So of course this power is temporary, as was the power Hagoromo gave to Naruto and Sasuke, because at the end of the day it's just chakra, and if you don't have a way to replenish 6 paths chakra, it's going to disappear. And when the 6 paths chakra ran out for Kakashi, so did the Sharingans, and they also disappeared. Now you might be wondering, how does this link back to Naruto getting 6 paths chakra from Obito, even though Obito lost his 6 paths power when Naruto extracted the tail beast from him? Now what I want you guys to understand is that even when you extract the tail beast from a 10 tails Jinchuriki, they don't just lose off their 6 paths chakra, they still have some left. And even though Obito did lose a lot of power, he still regained it from Madara, and that was the scene I showed you guys earlier. And if you guys didn't realize this is symbolized when Obito actually unlocked a truth seeking orb after absorbing chakra from Madara. Absorbing regular tail beast chakra does not provide you with truth seeking orbs. This is the power of the 6 paths, so you can clearly see that Obito actually drained Madara of 6 paths chakra and put it in his own body, and then he actually transferred that chakra into Naruto, thus giving Naruto 6 paths senjutsu. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Hagoromo did not give Naruto 6 paths chakra, because he did. What I'm saying is that Hagoromo did not unlock that power. Obito unlocked that power when he gave Naruto 6 paths chakra, which then mixed with the chakra of all the tail beasts Naruto got earlier on in the war. Now what Hagoromo did was boost Naruto's existing power with his 6 paths senjutsu he gave to Naruto through the Sun Seal. And yes, the source of Naruto's 6 paths power he got from Hagoromo is the Sun Seal that was on his right arm. And I say was because that's pretty important. Now a lot of you guys might disagree, saying that the source of the 6 paths power Naruto got from Hagoromo was not the Sun Seal, but this is verified when Kaguya actually used their Byakugan to examine Naruto and Sasuke, and she saw that the source of their 6 paths power is actually their respective arms, which was the right arm for Naruto and the left arm for Sasuke, which is where they had the Sun and the Moon Seal. Another thing I want to make clear is that Naruto and Sasuke no longer have the Sun and Moon Seal. Those seals were returned back to Hagoromo once Naruto and Sasuke did the 6 paths Shibaku Tensei to seal Kaguya. And this is signified in the same chapter when Hagoromo looked on his palm and said that they did it, and all that's left for him to do is bring them back to this plane of existence, which is Naruto's dimension. Now I know the question most of you guys are gonna ask in the comment section, if you even get this far in the video, is that if Naruto did lose the 6 paths power, if all the power of the 6 paths resided in the Sun Seal and he lost it when he actually sealed Kaguya, how was he able to still enter Zero 6 Paths mode, at least the one we saw in Shippuden, to fight Sasuke when he lost the power? I can explain that as well. It's actually pretty simple. Naruto was still able to go full 6 paths Sage mode because he still had some of Hagoromo's chakra flowing through his body, but the source of that power, which was the Sun Seal, is now gone, so whatever power he had left was all the power he had during the fight with Sasuke. And as you can see, by the end of that fight, Naruto exhausted all of that chakra to the point where even Kurama had to go to sleep. He literally had no chakra left. So as you can see, Naruto used all of that 6 paths power in the last attack he used to cancel out Sasuke's Indra's arrow. So basically, by the end of that fight, Naruto had none of Hagoromo's 6 paths chakra left, and without the Sun Seal, he's not able to replenish that chakra. Now the most prevalent question I see online as it relates to this theory is that if Naruto lost the 6 paths power he got from Hagoromo because he lost the Sun Seal, how is Sasuke still able to have a Rinnegan even though he lost the Moon Seal? And I can explain that as well. The truth is that, as I explained earlier and in a video I posted maybe a few days ago, I don't know when I'm going to post it, but yeah, I think it should be up before this one. So as I explained in that video, Sasuke unlocked his Rinnegan because he got Hashirama cells from Kabuto. And Hashirama cells are combined with Ashura's chakra, and as we know, one of the prerequisites to unlocking 6 paths chakra, or the Rinnegan, is mixing Ashura and Indra's DNA. Sasuke, who is the descendant of Indra, has Indra's chakra, and Hashirama has Ashura's chakra. And when Kabuto actually infused Sasuke with Hashirama's cells, Sasuke unlocked the Rinnegan because those chakras mixed. And that's the same thing that happened for Madara. He fused his cells with Hashirama's, and they are both descendants of Ashura and Indra, thus unlocking the Rinnegan. The same thing happened for Sasuke, it's just that it happened off screen, so everyone just attributes that to the Sage of 6 Paths giving Sasuke a Rinnegan, but that's not actually what happened. What the Sage of 6 Paths did was amplify Sasuke's power with 6 Paths chakra, but Sasuke unlocked the Rinnegan normally, which is why he still has it. Naruto, on the other hand, got his power through chakra format, right? And chakra is limited unless you have a way to replenish it. Sasuke unlocked a tangible form of this power, which is the Rinnegan, which is considered to be a permanent awakening. Now Naruto still has 6 paths mode in Boruto, which is obviously a different 6 paths mode from the one he had in Shippuden. Now this is obvious because the one he had in Shippuden had truth seeking orbs, and he also had the sign of the Sage of 6 Paths mode on his back. Now this point is pretty important because this is one way to identify when someone is in Sage of 6 Paths mode, as it was for Naruto, Obito, Madara, and also Hagoromo himself. Another difference for Naruto is that the Naruto in Shippuden that had 6 Paths mode didn't have pigmentation on his skin, but the one in Boruto has pigmentation. That's because the 6 Paths mode the one in Boruto is using is different from the 6 Paths mode the Naruto in Shippuden is using. And it's pretty obvious actually, the writers actually put it out there for us to see. But a lot of people just choose to ignore it and chalk it up to just a design change, which I think is just illogical, to be honest. Now the most important thing I need to do in this video is to explain how Naruto still has 6 Paths mode in Boruto if he lost the Sun Seal. Now one way Naruto could still have the 6 Paths mode is because he has all the chakra of all the tailed beasts, and he also has the Wood Kekkei, which he got from the Hashirama Cell arm he got from Tsunade. Now this makes sense because, as I said earlier in the video, there are different routes to unlocking the 6 Paths chakra. One of them is through absorbing the chakra from the tailed beast and actually infusing it with the Gedomaza, thus unlocking 6 Paths. Now we all know that Naruto has chakra from all the tailed beasts, but Naruto doesn't have the Gedomaza, right? So how is this even possible? Let me explain that as well. Now unlocking 6 Paths mode requires you to have chakra from all the tailed beasts and the Gedomaza, correct? But more specifically, it requires you to have the Kekkei of all the tailed beasts and the Kekkei of the Gedomaza as well. Now as we all know, Naruto already has the chakra of all the tailed beasts because he was given the chakra during the war arc back in Shippuden, and he was also shown to be able to use the Kekkei of all the tailed beasts later on in his fight against Kaguya. Now the only outlier here is the Kekkei of the Gedomaza, and the Kekkei of the Gedomaza is actually Wood Release. And this is pretty evident throughout the entire series because whenever the Gedomaza is summoned, whenever the God Tree was summoned, whenever the Ten Tails was summoned, the main power it uses is actually wood release, and that's because its main power is actually wood release. And Naruto now has the Wood Kekkei through the use of the Hashirama Cell arm he got from Tsunade. This means that Naruto now has all the prerequisites to unlocking 6 paths chakra by having all the Kekkegenkais of the Tail Beast and the Kekkegenkai of the Gedomaza. But you guys have to realize that this is not the true power of the same 6 paths because Naruto does not have the actual Gedomaza, nor does he have the 6 paths power he got from Hagoromo. This is why the 6 paths Naruto uses in Boruto is different from the one he used in Shippuden. And this one he has in Boruto is actually significantly weaker than the one he had in Shippuden. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, but it's actually true. And it's the same for Sasuke. The Sasuke you guys see in Shippuden is actually stronger than the one in Boruto. The reason being is that the Sasuke in Shippuden had the 6 paths chakra he got from Hagoromo, while the Sasuke in Boruto no longer has that chakra because he no longer has the Moon Seal, which was the source of Hagoromo's 6 paths chakra. This is why the Sasuke in Boruto seems significantly weaker and he's always running out of chakra. That's because he no longer has the 6 paths chakra he got from Hagoromo, which allowed him to use the Rinnegan abilities without running out of chakra often. Sasuke now has to rely on his own chakra, which can't really manage the abilities of the Rinnegan. And while you can say that Sasuke has gotten more proficient in the use of his Rinnegan throughout the years and he has unlocked a few more abilities, that doesn't mean that he's more powerful, that just means that he has new techniques. The Sasuke during the war had more power output and he could use his powers more. And the same goes to Naruto. Yes, Naruto lost the 6 paths power he got from Hagoromo, but he still has some 6 paths abilities left through the process I mentioned earlier. And he also got the other half of Kurama, which boosted his power, along with the Hashirama Cell arm, which added to his regenerative abilities. But all in all, Naruto did lose a good chunk of his power because he no longer has the boost he got from Hagoromo, while Sasuke still has the Rinnegan he got because he unlocked it through natural means. So yes, all in all, Naruto is equal to Sasuke in strength. And look, I know a lot of you Naruto fans are going to be upset at that because you guys don't believe that Sasuke is comparable to Naruto and you believe that Naruto is stronger than Sasuke. But the truth is, and it's actually a fact stated in the databooks themselves by Kishimoto himself, so you have to just work with it guys, and it actually makes sense if you piece things together. Now another important thing I wanted to talk about is why Naruto is no longer able to use truth-seeking orbs. Now to understand why Naruto is no longer able to use truth-seeking orbs, you have to understand how a person can come about using truth-seeking orbs in the first place, right? In order to be able to use truth-seeking orbs or to unlock them, you have to be able to use all chakra natures including yin and yang release. Now Naruto being the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails gives him the ability to use yin release, but he doesn't have yang release. Naruto did end up getting yang release through the Sun Seal he got from Hagoromo filled with his 6 paths chakra. So using that power, Naruto is able to use the same jutsu Hagoromo used to create the Tail Beast to create the Eye for Kakashi and restore life to Guy. But after sealing Kaguya, the Sun Seal returned to Hagoromo, which is why Naruto lost his yang power. So Naruto no longer has yin and yang release, he only has yang release. But Naruto was still able to use his truth-seeking orbs because he still had some of Hagoromo's chakra flowing through his body. But since his fight with Sasuke where he exhausted all of that chakra, he no longer has Hagoromo's 6 paths power, which means that he no longer has yang release. This is why Naruto was not able to re-summon his truth-seeking orbs when he fought Toneri, nor when he fought Momoshiki. That's because he no longer has yang release, which means that he can no longer manifest the truth-seeking orbs. Now I see a lot of people saying that the reason why Naruto no longer has truth-seeking orbs is because he used all of them against Sasuke, and once you use all of your truth-seeking orbs, they never come back. Now that's false, because as you can see in the fight against Sasuke, when Naruto created his Big Ball 6 paths Rasen Shuriken to counter Sasuke's Inja's arrow, Naruto still had 2 truth-seeking orbs behind him, and that was the last time Naruto entered 6 paths mode in their fight. And when we saw Naruto use 6 paths mode again against Momoshiki, he didn't have those 2 truth-seeking orbs. So you can't say that Naruto used all of them because he obviously didn't. So it must be a case where Naruto can no longer manifest them, which this theory proves correct. Now I also saw another theory that Naruto no longer uses them because they're basically useless against Otsutsuki members like Momoshiki and Ishiki, which doesn't make sense to me, and it wouldn't even make sense because when you enter 6 paths mode, they automatically appear. It's not that you can decide not to make them appear. Once you're in full 6 paths mode, they will appear once you enter that mode. So that theory doesn't make sense right away. But if you want to go there and say that, okay, he just decides not to do it, that doesn't make sense because you can use this power in a defensive manner and an offensive manner, right? So he doesn't need to use them to attack Momoshiki so he can absorb them. He can use them to shield himself from attacks or shield his family members or help them. Why didn't he do that? That's because he cannot manifest them. It's not that he chooses not to. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that theory is kinda out there, but I felt like I needed to address it because it is something being propagated on the internet as facts, you know, so yeah, that doesn't make any sense, guys. Don't listen to it. Now that's it for the video, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to give a shout out to Revolved on Comic Vine. He actually made a post that had all of his information in it, right? Most of it anyway. And I kind of used that to explain what I'm actually thinking, right? He actually put everything into words, and it's really amazing that this guy just sat there and came up with everything, right? He actually did his research and, you know, did a well-structured post that is very easy to understand. A lot of people in the comment section did not agree with him, and they basically reiterated things that he had already disputed, right? But everyone has a right to their opinion, and you can believe what you want to believe. I'm just giving it to you like it is actually, and, you know, giving you the facts of the situation. But yeah, if you still want to believe that this is not true, that's fine. You can go ahead. I'm not gonna eat you guys alive. You know, you have a right to your opinion, as I just said. I'm gonna put a link to the article in the comment section or in the description down below so you guys can go check it out. You know, drop your comments, give your likes, see the images he has posted there, so you guys can understand everything he's saying in order, right? I didn't put everything in the video because obviously I did not agree with everything he said, right? I agree with most of it, right? And some of the things he said in the article didn't need to be in this video, so you guys can go check out the full article and hear everything he had to say. But all in all, this theory seems rock solid to me. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, drop a like on the video. If you have anything to say, drop a comment. I promise to reply to everyone. I'll try my best. And, you know, if you have anyone that, you know, needs some clarification on how the 6 paths abilities actually work in the Naruto universe, you can also share the video with them, right? Get them over here and, you know, let's have a discourse, let's have a conversation, okay? But all in all, guys, it was fun talking to you guys about this topic, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Peace.